Hello, welcome back. This is the Trading Nut live stream. Today we're going to be covering smart money concepts, bank level trading with myself, Rodrigo, and Diego, my business partner. We are the bank level traders, and we're going to be breaking down multiple currencies. We're also going to be looking at intermarket analysis to see what the sentiment is right now. We'll discuss some of the fundamentals, and Diego is actually placing some orders and managing a trade on euro. So hopefully we can get a little bit insight from Diego's trade, see what he's thinking, what his targets are, because I think he might already be in that trade. So guys, let me know in the chat if you can hear me properly. I might need to shut this door because it's just started raining here in the UK. So you might hear some raindrops. Let me know in the comments how the sound is and how you can see me. And Diego is going to be with us in the next 5 to 10 minutes. Yeah. Hey Connor, good afternoon. Seems like you guys can hear me and see me okay. So we can go ahead and start kicking things off. I'm just gonna have a quick look at the from my end, see if there's any issues. Okay, no, looks good, fantastic. All right, thanks Connor, appreciate that. Okay, so sound is good. Right, what a crazy time it's been in the markets. We're literally in unprecedented times with the macro. So I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard all of the analysts and on Twitter, on all social media, the talk of recession. You're hearing all this, I guess, fear, uncertainty, and doubts being spread everywhere. And you know what? It's true. It's we are experiencing a lot of inflation, even here in the UK. So that has obviously driven the central banks to increase interest rates, and they are looking to continue to increase those. Quantitative tightening is now here, and so that has contributed a lot to the downside on indices. However, we have had a bounce recently, and a lot of the bears and the bulls were kind of calling for this oversold bottom to come into place. But we're starting to see some downside. And so we need to be very aware of what's happening on the macro. And as day traders and swing traders, we can capitalize on all of this volatility, right? We don't need to have a specific bias. As long as we know what's happening with the macro, we can have an idea of where we can find points of interest and how we can exit these trades. So depending on what's happening on the day, you need to be aware of the economic calendar. You need to be aware of when certain data's coming out, Fed speakers are, or Bank of England, or ECB members are speaking. You need to be aware of these things so you can determine where your exits are, right? This is something that we discuss. I was just discussing recently with some of the bank level traders. And so you can actually use fundamentals as a tool to exit the market. You need to think about fundamentals in a very, very particular way. The way I see it is that the market is forward thinking, right? And if whatever price action you're seeing now is actually what the market believes the future fundamentals are going to be. So when you look at price action, literally the recession is being priced in. What hasn't really been pricing is a depression, right? So a depression is a completely, it's actually worse than a recession, right? So if that is the case, then we obviously need to be aware of that. If there's going to be some sort of risk off move, then that's gonna drive dollar higher, and obviously that will then drive all the cross pairs a little bit lower, in particularly something like the Aussie. But the Aussie yen, for example. But let's go into the charts. Let's have a look into what the intermarkets are saying. But before we get started, just let me know in the chat where you guys are from. What city are you in? And also smash that like button whilst I prepare my charts. Would love to see your support here today before we get into these charts. Will be much appreciated, guys. Right, let me just prepare my chart. Here we go. Yeah, my chart is up. Just give me a sec, guys. Okay. All right. So let me go ahead and check out these comments. Where are you guys from? We got a trader from Kenya. Good. We got South Africa in the house by Felicia. Hey Felicia, and we've got Sandy from Manchester. Okay, you're not too far. You're in the UK. Good. All right, so let's get going with the analysis here. Right, let's see where we're at with likes. Okay, we are on about 13 likes, guys. If you're listening to this, smash that like button. Let's get going. Right, just looking at through the intermarket chart. So this grid here is showing all of the US indices, or the major indices at the top. So we've got the S&P 500 here, we've got the Nasdaq, and we've got the Dow Jones. And this is the SPY, which is the futures version of the S&P 500. So if we go on to the daily here, let's have a quick look at this right here, because the reason why I look at the SPY chart, particularly on the higher time frames, is because I want to look for gaps. Right, I'm looking for these gaps, and then as you can see, this gap has now been filled, and prices. So this was yesterday's daily candle. So US market is going to be opening very soon, but this is so far yesterday's candle on the 28th of June. But we still have some imbalance over here. We still got this gap, and we don't have another gap until, let's go on the H4. Perhaps we might be able to see some more. Right. So there's a lot of unfilled liquidity here. So we might get this imbalance filled. Who knows? But if we were to draw a fib on this, let's see. Okay, yeah. So we just went above the 50. So we just went into premium territory. Not quite gone up a little bit. How I would have ideally wanted to see price head a bit higher here. So let's see what the day has to tell us. Let's have a look at the VIX. So the VIX is still slightly elevated, sort of around just above your average, around 25. So we're sitting at 28.5, and price has actually been compressing a little bit on the H4. So there has been a slight pump yesterday. If this continues moving higher, then we're going to see some we'll likely see a move higher on the S&P 500 and on the SPY. So yeah, definitely keeping an eye on this. I'll set some alerts here just so that if it happens during the live stream, then we can have a quick look. If it continues lower, then obviously we'll move higher. But if this suddenly pops higher, yeah, we're going to see prices move lower. If this pops, if the VIX goes lower, we're going to see higher prices on indices. So just looking at this higher time frame, we did get a very nice boomerang pattern on the S&P 500. If you guys were to have a look at last week's, we looked at this pattern last week in the last week's live stream. So yeah, go ahead and check out that video on the Trading Nut channel. And I was anticipating for price to move higher, and it has done that. So moving on to the H4, looks as though we are getting another pattern forming. So just updating the patterns here, we could potentially get a wave 4 up here, so it will be a potential third tap. So we've got this sort of ascending channel where price is currently contained on. So we, what are the chances of this moving higher? Yeah, this could potentially move higher. If we update this channel here, this might actually turn out to be an even bigger pattern. So just updating everything, this may be a 1, 2, 3, and price is heading up to wave 4 before we nuke a lot lower, where prices could reach down to the 3,500 sort of region, just below that. So it'll be interesting to see if that does occur. So it'll be interesting to see a third tap in this region to fill that gap that we had on the SPY. So if you remember, let me go back to the SPY. So we've got this gap up here at that is likely to get filled. So I've got a slightly risk on bias for today, very, very short term. So we might get an opportunity for a quick move higher. Let's see what happens when the US market opens. Let me go ahead and quickly check on Diego, because he did ask me to send him the link. Yeah, there he is. Yeah, I've sent him the link, so he'll be with us at any moment now. So right, coming back to the SPY here, let's have a quick look at the Nasdaq. So the Nasdaq on the daily, we've got a 1, 2, 3. We've got a 1, 2, and 3. So there might be a little bit of upside here. Price did react from this banker block very, very nicely last week. And now we're getting we're getting a pullback after this. We've got several breaker structures, but we've got a very clear breaker structure here on the Nasdaq. Let's have a look at what was the banker block that caused that. So we could actually zoom in and could potentially see, if we zoom in a bit closer. Yeah, very nice. So price is currently bouncing off this banker block area. There is a little bit of imbalance here, really, where price is actually bouncing from. and I'm liking this compression. So it'll be interesting to see on the lower time frames here on the Nasdaq. Be interested to see a pattern, some sort of very nice clean pattern to give us an indication of a move higher. We currently might have already got one right here. So this is a very, very interesting pattern here on the Nasdaq. It hasn't quite reached inside of this banker block, this H1 banker block, but it did react within this imbalance area. So this might actually just go for it. I'm really liking this move lower. I would ideally like to see this get faded, but if I were to take a sort of bias, this imbalance will probably be a low probability plan A. I'll be more interested on taking longs down here for a plan B. So I'm gonna just go ahead and wait for price to develop a little bit more, because this is pre-market. I want to see price action after the market open. So I've set an order here for the Nasdaq. Let's wait to see what happens with that. Right. So going back to the grid, anything else I wanted to check? Okay, yeah. So just looking at the bond market has completely collapsed, really. So obviously this is the 10-year yield has gone up, but we have seen a pullback in the last 2 weeks. This pullback, it looks like a 3-wave pullback, as you can see. So there's a big move up, then there's a 1, 2, and 3, or A, B, C. So and then we did get a bounce off this banker block that caused this breaker structure. We did get a really nice reaction off this imbalance. So I am anticipating for price to sort of range up here. So I would like to see, ideally like to see for the 10-year yield to come up here and just test this point of interest. We might be able to see some liquidity here. What does that mean? The reason why I'm discussing that is because it's correlated with the DXY. So I'll let Diego cover the DXY, but let's just see. Where is Diego? Where are you at? Let's add you on. Hey.
Yes, Rod. A nice analysis.
Thank you. Yeah, I was just buying you some time, bro.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're the technical guy. Yeah. So or something's up with your sound. It's a bit low volume.
Yeah. Hello.
Just double check your settings. Make sure that you've got the correct audio. Whilst you're doing that, we've got
hello.
Yeah, I think that's a bit better. Are you on the right mic? Did you check on the settings?
Yeah. I'm using the correct mic. Don't know
Okay.
why.
Cool. So let me go and check out these comments. So Freddie, do you think we might have a larger complacency rally up to those equal highs? Are you referring to the S&P 500? I assume these equal highs up here. Yeah, that was ideally my thinking, and that's going to be in line with this daily 200. So this is the day. This blue is the daily 200 MA, or is that the EMA? Let me just double check. Yeah, that's the MA. That's the daily moving average. That those equal highs will be in line with that. So can I see these equal highs getting taken out in the short term? Probably not. In the medium term, yes, definitely in the medium term. In the next few weeks, I can definitely see that 200 getting tested and that's going to be a really, really important level. This year it has already tested it twice. So when it comes to indices, I do look at the 200, and the reason being is because a lot of systems are built, a lot of trend following systems are built using that 200 MA. Yeah, as you can see, I've done a little bit of back testing on this, but you can see how price actually reacts to it during a bull run, and how price reacts to it during a bearish run. There's a lot of there's a lot of sort of mean reversion on that 200. So I am expecting some mean reversion up to that 200 at some point. We just need obviously the catalyst for that. So yeah, hard to tell right now, Freddie. Hard to tell if price is going to get there. Right now, I'm literally just I'm looking for very short term moves. I want to see how price reacts at this point of interest. I want to see how price reacts around this imbalance here. That's literally as far as I'm looking, and I want to see how price reacts down here around, see if we can find a point of interest around the 3,500. So that's literally what I'm looking at right now because of the uncertainty in the market. Right. Who else is here? I think I've answered that question then. So we got most gap fills are weird. It's often just a source data issue. If you change the source, there's usually no gap on the other data sets. Yeah, you're right. That's why I have a look at the S&P 500 and I look at the SPY. I want to see them both. So if we have a quick look at just to compare the data, we've got a gap here. Literally, there's a gap right here, and we've got that gap, the same gap right here. So for me, this is definitely an imbalance. So you see, I hope you guys can see that. There's the imbalance there. So yeah, GT3. Hope that answers your question. So Fred, yeah, the upcoming catalyst, we've got earnings coming up very soon. So keep an eye on that, and also keep an eye on Apple. Apple has the biggest weighting on the S&P 500, and if you compare Apple to all these other stocks, Apple's actually done pretty well. So if Apple nukes, it's all over for the S&P 500. Let's just say that. Lights out. So yeah, so Diego, what my buy is currently for is like a short-term pump on indices, but I'm still quite bearish on indices. So I'm also bullish on US yields, meaning I'm still bullish on the DXY. So if you can cover your thoughts on DXY, which I've got currently on the screen, then that would be great. So yeah, if you can get your...
Yeah, I'm ready. Oh my days. Euro USD missed my order by literally, what is this?
And do you need to jump? Do you need to...
No, it's done. It's done. No, it's done. It missed my order by literally 1 pip.
Oh,
damn. So annoying. Anyway.
Yeah, let's have a look at that trade.
Yeah, let me share my screen. Hold on.
Valley boy, you're comparing apple with oranges. I like both apples and oranges, to be honest.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Yeah. So is it zoomed in too much, or is it too?
Oh, that looks great. Yeah, I can see that very well. Let me just check the YouTube stream. Yeah, that looks really good.
Yeah, so this will miss my trade, as you can see. That's why I was a little bit late to the stream. It was, yeah, just a bit of a boomerang. We've got a bit of a 1, 2, 3. We'll look at the entry zone. There was equal highs. There was a pattern at the time when I set it. I literally set the trade around here, to be honest. Where was it? around these times, around here somewhere. And yeah, and I set an order, logged into this, what's it called, this trading nut, and it kind of just kept on dropping. So it's pretty unfortunate, but every now and again, stuff like this happens, and you just have to just, you know, move over to the next trade. So I was expecting to bank probably 80-70% at TP1, which would have been 4.67R in literally less than 30 minutes, and the remaining would be at this liquidity pool, obviously forecasting the boomerang of this pattern here. As you can see, you know, 1, 2, and look for buys on the way up, especially because of the larger descending nature. But I was trading this middle pattern. Also, what was interesting was the equal lows that it formed. Right, they don't have to be perfect, but as long as they're visibly look like equal lows, a few pips below is fine. And yeah, we've got bearish momentum, it broke structure, we've got compression, we've got boomerang, and I'm expecting a drop to the downside. So unfortunately, it just never triggered me in. So I may need to, you know, let me actually find out right now with you
Quick
guys
question
why
from
it.
Freddie. If it pulls back up again, can we still get an opportunity to short?
That, yeah, depends if we get the right price action. If the rules are there, then yeah, it depends. It really depends on price action, Freddie. Because what could happen is, you know, if price is here, I mean, it's still in good territory, right? If we get some form of a pattern, it's still good. Obviously, if it does this, then it's different. It'll be too far off. But anything within this area, yeah, it's still valid. So I'm going to keep my order there because of the equal highs. And if I see some momentum, I might cancel it. I don't know. It really just depends on price action with the BLT. So I'm just going to leave the order there for now. Again, I might cancel it. If we zoom out to the H1, this price action, not going to lie, it's been a bit messy on the euro. If we zoom out to the H4, we can see it's still within this larger descending pattern, and we are expecting something along the lines of this. Nice bearish momentum. We've got compression, this channel, plan B pattern, but it looks like it's breaking a lot sooner than expected. Yeah, if we go back to the H1, what do we have here? This is quite obvious. There was lovely compression, lovely momentum, and now we've got compression here, as you can see, then bearish momentum, then ascending compression, and I'm expecting bearish momentum to take away these equal lows. So this is why I wanted to sell the market just towards say a quick 9-10 trade within an hour or two, and then just call it a day. But you know, I'm gonna have to reevaluate. But the trade is still valid. It's still on the watch list for now. So what I'm gonna do is, yeah, I mean, anything can still happen. I'm gonna set an alert here just to get into the zone. And yeah, that's euro. That's euro done for the day. Fred, but Rodrigo likes fast moves when there are equal. Yeah, it depends on price action. I do also like fast moves, Fred, but sometimes I don't, because there might be a pattern that's in confluence with the fast move. You know, I don't want to see something like this, for example. I don't mind if there's a fast move and it triggers me in, but what I don't want to see is something like this, and then some compression around here, and then a fast move around. I don't want to see that. It depends on price action, Freddie. If, however, it's just rangy and then you get a fast move, that's fine. It all depends on price action. But that's why you need to make these quick decisions when it's at your point of interest.
Yeah, and just to add to that, it also depends on the market you're trading. So I like fast moves on gold and indices and crypto.
Yeah, that's everything, more or less. So spot Rodrigo, I have come to notice price action is less important when there are equal highs and lows for the 1, 2, 3. Yeah, fair enough. Fred, okay, makes sense. Thank you, Diego. You're welcome. Cool, and look, there we go. I mean, it's slowly pulling back. We now have some lovely equal lows. So that's another reason to be taking profit at this imbalance. Maybe even a little bit sooner, just to be extra conservative, even just at the lows. I mean, I'll be happy banking 4R at TP1. Really grateful for that. Don't have to go for that 4.6. So I might just take some profit here. In the event that it does do something like this and then rallies, is there a pattern in that might be in confluence? Yeah, it could still form this larger pattern, right? And a larger wave correction and complete this pattern and these equal highs. So this is why I'm going to be very aggressive in taking profit at TP1, banking 80% because of the
So
two confluences that I just made, which is this potential pattern and the equal highs there. So there's a big chance it can trigger me in, drop, and then rally to complete this. So why would I hold the trade all the way here when there's a scenario that it could pull back?
see, guys, what Diego is showing you is you need to think in probabilities. This is exactly what he's doing, but with the charts. So he's mapping out multiple scenarios and using probabilities to think ahead and manage the trade, the potential short that's coming up, and use it. So you can use risk management as a way, you can use technical analysis and risk management as a way to get in and out of the market. So you're not trying to catch those huge multiple Hollywood trades, as we like to call them. In Hollywood, the hero, or the hero always wins, right? And we're not trying to be the hero. We're trying to be the sniper, because the heroes get killed. Let's just be honest, right? We're not trying to get killed here. We're trying to survive, and that's what the sniper mentality is all about. It's about thinking of probabilities, going into battle and having a plan to get out, right? That's what the sniper mentality is. And you're picking your shots very carefully. So this is the type of mentality you need. You need to have multiple scenarios, think of probabilities, and follow a process. These are keys. These are fundamental keys to success as a trader. And we're literally jumping on live with you guys, and we're literally just actually trading our own accounts, but we're giving you guys our thought process and the steps that we're taking. So hopefully you guys are making notes. Hopefully you guys are learning. And if you are, smash that like button and show us some love in the comments. So yeah, Diego, looks like we those looks like the smart money's engineering those equal lows. They're bound to get taken out at some point today. So definitely have a short bias as well, and that's in line with my DXY long bias, because of the my bullish bias on the treasury, the 10-year treasury, and that would also then indicate a potential risk off move on indices today. So that's another part of the process for you guys, is the correlation between the markets. It's all interconnected, and it does help. Right, so we got a couple of requests. We got requests from Forex Beast. What's our bias? If we can have a look at dollar CAD, and we got Sergio, basically being up to date with our patterns and constantly checking what's forming. Very informative. Exactly. Yeah, Diego, you made a video on updating patterns, haven't you?
Yeah, there's a couple there for the BOT community.
Yeah, so guys, if you haven't checked out Diego's videos on YouTube, go ahead and check out the City Traders Imperium YouTube channel. He goes into detail on all of these concepts that we're discussing. He's going into detail on these very short and very informative videos. So make sure you go ahead and check out those videos and subscribe to the CTI YouTube channel, because we've got a lot more coming up. So you don't miss out on those videos, guys.
Yeah. Also something to point out with Euro, which is what more or less is mentioned, there is this potential little boomerang that's just right in front of us. I'm not going to ignore that. So what could happen is if we do get some momentum, then guess what? What's going to happen if my order is still there, right? There's a good chance that this will continue going higher, but there is also a good chance it can drop. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to reduce the risk in half because the probabilities are quite even. So instead of me doing the risk that I was doing, I'm just going to reduce it in half. So Rodrigo, you can take over in a minute. I just need to reduce the risk in half. So once I do that, then I'll be good because the last thing I want is to get triggered in and it goes higher, right?
All right. Yeah. Let me know when you want to jump off. So we got a request for dollar CAD. So whilst you do that, I can cover dollar CAD. Yeah.
Dollar CAD, that's been a good one. Yeah, sure. Do your thing.
All right. Okay. So dollar CAD. I'm gonna do a fresh analysis for you guys. Diego might have a different analysis. So when Diego comes back, he can show you guys what his dollar CAD looks like. So let me start off on the daily. Okay, just looking at the daily here, where prices come back into this range. We've been in this range since 2020 on the higher time frame. But as you can see, we had a massive pump to the upside, and we've got these equal highs that have been engineered. So really interesting price action, and very likely for these equal highs to get taken out. Just going to take a quick browse at the Brent, not Brent crude, WTI. So the WTI is just really important to look at when you're looking at the dollar CAD. I always look at crude oil because of the correlation that it has, and we can see it's just going. It had a big drop from last month. It dropped about 16, almost 17%. And now it's rallying off the lows. It's up almost 11%, and it just looks unstoppable, right? And based on the current climate, the current macro environment that we're in, it's no wonder that crude is going higher. So I am anticipating for crude just to continue moving higher. We can see that it has taken out some lows, but it has broken structure to the upside. So this is a major break of structure, guys. So bias on the WTI is up. So if we go back to our dollar CAD, that's going to obviously add some strength to the Canadian dollar. It doesn't reflect on the Canadian dollar right away. So just do bear that in mind. However, just looking at the price action here, we can see that the dollar CAD has been moving lower, in line with this with WTI moving higher. It's no surprise on that. The Canadian dollar is a big exporter of crude. Just seeing what patterns we can see for potential move higher on the DXY in case we get a pullback on oil. Right, so let's start updating our patterns. So we've got price compressing lower here. It's the selling is starting to subside slightly, and we've got this head and shoulder pattern. You know, this is very classic sort of left shoulder, head, and we've got the right shoulder. But this is a pattern that I don't necessarily trust too much. But what I can see is that this right shoulder reacted very strongly to the 1.3. So this is a very strong psychological level, and we are now how many pips away? we're about 60 pips away from this. So we rejected it by around 60 pips. Can it move lower? Yes, I do anticipate for the dollar CAD to move lower. But then we've got all this unfilled liquidity, and so I'm going to zoom out to the daily and let's start mapping out some of these imbalances. So we've got this imbalance here. That's pretty much been filled. We've got this imbalance here. I quite like this one too. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, so we've got this one, and then we've got the one down here. Okay. Bam, bam, bam. So it's quite a difficult long to find, quite a difficult to trade, but we've got a potential imbalance here for the dollar CAD. So I'm going to go ahead and set some alerts down here. I'm not going to try and catch the boomerang on this. I'm going to wait for a different signal, the B123. So for bank level traders, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So let's see what happens at this area of interest. So I'm looking at a bounce at about 1.275. So that's what I'm looking at now. Can we get some shorts down here on the lower time frames? Let's have a look. Let's see where we're at. So we've got some really nice price action here. We've got is this a third tap? Yeah. So we've got a bit of we've got this sort of fake out from this third tap. Let's see if we have a pattern going into this. So on the 15-minute here, let's see. We've got, it seems as though this is a bit of an expanding. Interesting. We might actually get an opportunity to take some shorts over to this towards this this higher time frame imbalance, which will be also in line with this pattern. So this is what I'm currently seeing. What would invalidate this would be, let's try and find a potential reversal of this. So let's go ahead and, was this a boomerang? Let's see, I'm just having a look to see if there was a potential boomerang here. 1, 2. Yeah, so this is actually a potential boomerang. So this could actually be a boomerang that's in play. So if we're going to take any shorts here, I'll definitely be very aggressive with my TP1. I wouldn't try and hold this entire move lower in case this this boomerang is actually set to go higher, because I can see some engineered equal highs here. So again, guys, look, I'm looking at the probabilities. I'm looking at different scenarios. I've got a very short-term bias to the downside. Why? Because of because of WTI is strong. That actually might add some pressure to the dollar CAD. However, I'm also bullish on DXY, on the dollar, right? So that's all that is going to add some strength to the dollar CAD. So that's why we're seeing a lot of this sort of choppiness right now. But which one is stronger? Is the dollar stronger right now, or is the Canadian dollar stronger? That we would have to start looking into other Canadian Canadian pairs. We would have to look at the Aussie CAD. We'll have to look at the CAD yen. We'll have to look at the pound CAD. We'll have to see what the general strength of the Canadian dollar is, and we can do the same with the dollar, the DXY. But the DXY kind of gives us that information already. because it's quite heavily weighted with the euro. So overall, dollar CAD is not very clean. Overall, this is not it's not very clean. I would probably want to wait for a reaction down here. I would rather wait for price to reach a better point of interest for me to have a particular bias, because both the Canadian dollar and the dollar are quite strong right now. So hopefully that covers that. Let me go ahead and check out the comments here. So yeah, so Forex Beast, that's my dollar CAD breakdown. Hopefully that's been useful for you. Let me know in the comments, Forex Beast, what your bias is. I'll be quite interested to see your bias. All right, so there's a request here for the dollar yen. There's a quite good question here from Valley Boy. Have I considered the CAD yen on the oil correlation, as Japan is a major oil consumer and Japan has little to no natural resources? Yeah. You know, that we could, you know, that's something that you could back test. You can have a very simple, quick process to back test would be to have a look at the CAD yen chart, go into your correlation here, compare, add in here WTI, crude, why is it? Currency, oil, crude, okay, and then you can add it in as a new price pane. So this is the CAD yen in correlation with crude, right? So if we have a look at this, we can see that there is a correlation here. The correlation fell out slightly, it depegged a little bit, but overall it is quite correlated. If you look at this high here on the CAD yen and on crude, look at that, right? That's not an accident, that's not coincidence. That's a very high correlation between the CAD yen and crude. So if we're expecting further upside on crude, we can expect further upside on the CAD yen. So definitely bullish on the CAD yen here, especially the fact that the yen itself is obviously very, very, very weak and will continue to do so. So yeah, should be looking for longs on that. So hopefully that's answered your question, Valley Boy. Diego, just give me the thumbs up. Let me know when you're ready to jump back on. Can't hear you though. You're backstage. Just give me the thumbs up because I can see you. All right, cool. All right. How did your euro trade go? Are you still managing that?
Yeah, I just reduced the risk in half. So we'll see.
Okay.
It's not really screaming at me. So I'm just reducing the risk. But I know there's a good chance it can melt. But there's also a good chance it can rally. So I just reduce the risk in half, you know.
Okay. Good. So so Forex Beast is actually anticipating a short, which he's currently in. All right. That's not a bad trade. Where did you actually get in Forex Beast? Curious to know. What do you think of this setup? So I've got two scenarios here for the dollar CAD. I've got this potential boom moving lower, but I've also got this boom down here that has broken some structure.
Yeah, looks good. It looks good.
What's your bias on the dollar CAD?
Messy as this is really, really messy. I think you mentioned earlier it's not clean, so I'm staying away from dollar CAD. It's just not clean today, is it?
Yeah. So Forex Beast is showing it all the way to your point of interest down there. Fantastic. Good luck.
Lovely, lovely.
Good
Go
luck
on,
with that.
Forex Beast.
Go on, Forex Beast. You got this. All right. So dollar yen. Do you have anything for dollar yen, Diego?
Yeah, I do actually.
Okay. Yeah, if you go ahead and share your
Yep.
screen again.
Share screen. Boom.
Just topping up on my Guatemalan coffee. And I've
Nice,
added
nice, nice.
some MCT oil into it as well because I'm fasting today.
Lovely, lovely. I had some today as well for my coffee. But I've got the normal coffee. I don't have the advanced one that you have.
Yeah, anyone here on the live stream that takes MCT oil with their coffee, just let us know in the comments. If you don't know what MCT oil is, then research the Bulletproof Coffee on YouTube, and you'll get to learn why we take MCT oil with our coffee on an empty stomach.
Yeah, it's a good little hack.
Yeah,
Question
business.
by
Yeah.
Carlos: do you take the euro short regardless of the news, or would you wait after? Me personally, I always trade it. I never check the news, but that's me personally.
So yeah, we got a
Business,
few people using the MCT oil. Ifti Khan uses it as a pre-workout. Yeah, I had some earlier.
lovely,
MCT
lovely.
equals better trades. Yeah, that's it. You got to. These are brain hacks, guys. Take notes. If you don't know what MCT oil is, go research MCT oil. Research intermittent fasting. Research the Bulletproof Coffee. In fact, you should read that book, Bulletproof Coffee by David Aspera. I think Aspirin or Aspera or something. I can't remember
Yeah,
his
that's
name, but he's got another book called Superhuman. It's next level research, and this
yeah,
guy's an absolute beast.
yes.
And his
I listen.
story is so inspirational.
I listen to his podcast. He's got so many nuggets there.
Yeah, yeah. Coconut oil, yes, it does have MCT, but it's not concentrated. You want to get actual MCT oil, which is that it's a compound from the coconut oil. You want to get that. Obviously, seek advice from a health professional. We're not obviously health professionals here, so that's just a quick disclaimer. This is not financial advice. This is not health advice. This is just entertainment.
Well,
It actually
Rodrigo
says
just
it at the top. On the top, it says this stream and all its contents are for entertainment and educational purposes only. That's it. None of you can sue me or
yeah.
Diego. It's done.
There you go. So some of you guys start doing 10% risk on this euro. It's on you.
Yeah. They're gonna go
You
buy
know.
some MCT oil and then they're gonna go all in on the euro short.
Oh gosh, there's always one person. Like guys, we're joking around, but there's always this one guy that will do something silly. I know most of you are smart, educated, logical traders, but there's always that one guy. Believe me.
Yeah. So Forex Beast's entry on the dollar CAD is at 28.51.
28.51. Okay, let's see where
That's
dollar CAD
literally where
is.
price is now.
28.51. Oh really? For a
That's
long or for a short?
literally short. That's literally yeah. You're currently at around break even, isn't it?
And where's the stop loss, Mr. Forex Beast?
Oh, excuse me.
28.518. Wonder where the stop loss is at.
Yeah. Good luck. Good luck with this trade. So I've got a few more people. Okay. Quick question from Shorto Nito. Is coffee and coconut oil taste good? With MCT oil,
Makes it nice and
you
creamy.
you barely taste it. You barely taste it.
It makes your coffee taste a bit creamy and it's quite nice actually. Yeah, regarding USD CAD, It's quite messy for me. I'm waiting for shorts up here or potential longs down here somewhere.
Okay, yeah, well, I was looking for shorts there as well. So that was one of my scenarios.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
just
yeah.
need
So,
we need a nice pattern or compression in there.
yeah, there is a bit
Stop
of a
loss is
QM there.
28.98. Oh wow,
28.
that's a hench stop.
Whoa. Okay, so we've got a swing trader here.
Yeah.
28.98. What? 90.
Come on, man. Like, this guy might have an edge, so you can't be laughing.
No, I wasn't laughing. It's a wide stop.
I'm laughing. Right, let's have a look at dollar yen. Guys, you gotta have some banter. Diego's about to explode. Sorry if you can hear those seagulls, guys. I live near the beach, so I can't have my door closed. It gets too hot.
Boom, triggered on euro.
You triggered on euro, yeah?
Yeah.
Fantastic. All right, need to get the banners out. Where is it? Sell limit. Sell limit triggered.
Literally sniper on this one, Gola.
Let's go.
Lovely. Okay.
Guys, if you got triggered on this short, smash that like button. Let us know in the chat who is short on the euro with us. Or you should have set the order on your trading view. That would have been.
I should have, but there was no time. As for dollar CAD is quite messy. It's just not really screaming at me. And if anything, by the looks of it, I'll probably be favoriting the longs, but at the same time, it's within the sort of bearish 1 hour, 15-minute, and H4 ranges. And there is bearish compression with bearish momentum, but we're in a bullish channel. You know, it's just not clean, to be honest, with dollar CAD. It's not clean. I was expecting buys from around here, but it just never came. So dollar CAD is not, for me personally, it's not clean. I preferred Rodrigo's chart. It was a little bit cleaner than mine, I must say. Dollar yen. Dollar yen is going for it. Yeah, dollar yen works. So let me zoom out on the H4. Hold on. Dollar yen. It's within this pattern, as you can see, right? We've got the 1, 2, 3. We're expecting one more push to the outside. So dollar strength towards at least this imbalance to complete the 1, 2, and the third tap boomerang. So any boomerangs in the middle coming from this move here has an okay decent probability for dollar yen. And initially, I was expecting a stop hunt towards this banker block. The reason I'm using this banker block because it was obviously the banker block that took out the previous structure from here and from here, and we've got some equal lows. So dollar yen looks okay for a long. And obviously, if price continues to climb, then I will just delete this order and I'll use it as a take profit once I'm selling it on the way down. So dollar yen, it looks like it's going without us. AUD USD, AUD USD. Well, it looks okay for these banker blocks and a bit of a QM. Also, some equal lows as well. As you can see, some equal lows for Aussie. And if we update this, I mean, this can just continue sort of drop. I don't know. It's not really screaming at me. Euro was a little bit clearer, but it's still not. I'm still not in the green. This can still hit my stop loss if I'm honest. So I'm just sort of leaving it there. Another thing is I've accepted a loss. So obviously, if this climbs higher, which there's a good probability this is going to take me out, an okay probability, right? If it does, it's fine. I'm definitely waiting for this scenario. 1, 2, and they boom around from around here, right? Although I do have a sniper, I still need further momentum to the downside. Then I could reduce the risk a bit, tighten the stop loss a little bit. So still a bit early on the euro, and then we'll have to we'll have to reevaluate. Now another thing that I might do is this pattern's done, but if this pattern starts playing out, and if we get some momentum around here, around this point of interest, I may just come out at break even. So it really depends if this current pattern plays out or not. Because if it does, it's obviously going to take me out and just continue going higher. If this drops now from this current structure, and if I see some momentum, then I'm in the green. Then I'll tighten the stop loss. So it's still early. When when you take a trade with the BLT, you really do need to kind of babysit it for the first 30 minutes. So I'm definitely let me set this another here. Definitely monitoring it. And an alert down here. And then just write down tighten stop. Maybe spell tighten. Tighten stop. So we'll see. Music bot, heads up, music coming. That's fine. Oh la la, what's happening there? Okay. We are having some rejection, but if we look at a 15-second time frame, we do have this kind of bearish flag. So the shorts are still favoriting me. Yep, right. So let's, definitely need to be careful. And we've got some equal highs in. So another reason to come out in small profit. So yeah, I'm definitely monitoring euro short. So if I log out in a minute now, then you know why.
Yeah, I'm just hearing out to see if there's any comments from Fed Chair Powell. And ECB President Lagarde as well. So we've got a few major speakers right now. Okay, so Diego's jumping off. And let me go ahead and share my screen. Right, I'm just checking through some fundamentals. We've also got a Bank of England MPC elect Dingra testifies to the Treasury Select Committee. That might have a little bit of impact. And yeah, Fed Chair Powell, ECB President Lagarde, and Bank of Governor Bailey to speak on a panel at the ECB forum. Wow. Okay. So yeah, any comments right now in the next hour are going to be very, very volatile, guys. So shorts on the euro are going to either hit TP very quickly or they are going to hit stop very quickly. Either or, it doesn't matter because the process is there. I believe this is the entry. So let's see. There was a question in regards to TP. TP, I would say for me personally, I would go into the 15-minute. I would say, let's see. So TP1 could be below these equal lows at 105.04. You can, probably take out some partials there, anything between 30 to 50% of the position. But then you could also take out a little bit more, maybe half the position at below these lows or just above. Completely up to you, around 104.86. So that would be sort of the how I would manage it, and then the rest is just anything goes really. If we have a quick look at the DXY, let's have a quick look at the DXY. We have interesting. Okay, yeah, we had a very strong pump yesterday, so price is just broken above yesterday's high, and it's coming down, but we've got this potential order block here that price might react to, so we might get a move slightly lower before it goes higher at this high. So just gonna add an alert here. So this might be an opportunity for Diego's plan B on euro, which is a short a little bit higher. I think it was up here somewhere. We shall see. Let's see what happens. Definitely. So yeah, what are you guys' thoughts on the current fundamentals? Valley Boy says, yeah, the central bank will probably just reiterate that you will own nothing and be happy. Yeah, they'll literally say that, but in you got to read between the lines, basically. The devil is in the details, but yeah, essentially that's the agenda, isn't it? ECB's rate note sees gradual interest rate increase after September. Okay, interesting. So let's monitor this trade on the M1. I think Diego literally had a sniper like that. I'm not sure where Diego's stop loss is. It's either going to be here or up here. I'm assuming it's going to be here. I do remember actually being a 6 pip stop, so it's probably right there. Let's see how we got on. TP1 equal lows. That's about 4R. That sounds about right. Yeah. I think he did mention this is he'll be looking for 4R on this one. All right, let's watch it. Whilst I have a quick look at the current fundamentals. Yeah, it looks like JPY is continuing its risk off theme and continues to dominate to the downside. Okay, hold on, guys. Sorry about that. Needed to have a quick chat with my wife. So we got we've got the euro moving a little bit lower. This is good. I do believe Diego has actually reduced the risk as well on this. So when he comes back on again, we'll find out where he actually reduced his risk. So if you haven't done so already, you should be reducing the risk on this trade. Potentially, where did price react from? Right there. I'll probably reduce it to here. So I'll probably move my stop to 105.30. Anything can happen literally. So we shall see. Yeah, let's see what's going on. Fed Powell says the job for policymakers is to find price stability even during the new forces of inflation. Okay, nothing. ECB's Lagarde says unlikely to go back to environment of low inflation. Inflation expectations are much higher than they were before. Okay, well that's quite bullish for the dollar. I think the short is looking good, based on the comments that are coming out from this ECB forum. It's quite interesting, isn't it? You can actually see in the price action the market's reaction to these comments. It's very, very fascinating. Andy me pregunta si habla español. Sí, hablo español. Soy colombiano. Nací en Bogotá. So, un placer. Gracias por estar aquí. All right, so Diego's just okay. Diego, you're doing your thing, yeah. I see, Diego. You're back on now. You're gonna go cover your food.
Yeah, I can literally just see it outside the window. So yeah, the food delivery's here. I've reduced the risk by a good 90%, tightened the stop
Okay.
loss 1 pip above the high. And yeah, let's see. I'll be back soon in like 10 minutes or something.
Okay, no worries. Yeah, it looks like the trades are doing well. We've got comments coming out from this forum, ECB forum, that's in line with our bias so far. So
Okay.
risk is reduced anyway. So whatever
Yeah,
happens,
half risk and 90% of it, or 90% of that half risk is literally removed from the table. So it's
fantastic.
stress free. Okay, I'll be back soon. Good luck, everyone. Bye bye.
Cheers, Diego. See you soon.
Cool.
All right. So it looks like the euro is doing okay so far. It's currently we're at about 1.8. So yeah, we'll continue to monitor this trade. Let's go ahead and so Andy, un placer, hermano. Saludos desde. So he goes, yeah, it's a pleasure, brother. Shout out from Dominican Republic. Fantastic. We got love from the Dominican Republic. Matej, you should I should speak more Spanish. Yeah, I think the majority of the majority of people will appreciate I speak English, so I'll keep it in English. I might, because I'm seeing the euro drop right now. I might be like, oh, madre mia. The Colombian in me might come out every now and again. So yeah, Diego's sniper is doing quite well. So currently it's heading towards our TP1. It's currently at 2R. It's broken some structure here on the lower time frame, so I'm going to go ahead and tighten that stop just a little bit further. It's breaching past these lows here, so I want to see a strong candle. If I see a strong candle, Yeah, that's what we want to see. Fantastic. But we didn't actually get a very strong candle close below. So, okay. We are currently, we could potentially bounce from here, to be honest, guys. Just watch it. Just be a little bit mindful of this. Nope, doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it. This is what we want to see. So price, yeah, we're heading over to TP1. So let me know in the chat, guys, who is in this euro short? Yeah. So we've got, was a potential re-entry there as well. Nice QM. Yeah, Connor. Yeah, I see it. Yeah, you're right. You're right. It was so you got members like, you got BLT members like Connor already spotting potential entries to scale in. So in case you missed this entry, you could have caught this entry. So there's so much opportunity. There's so many opportunities with bank level trading. And it's literally been since 152. It's been less than an hour, and we're currently up 3R. So this, you know, you could be banking some profits right now. You could be taking off potentially 20% of the position. Completely up to you. But we're gonna go ahead and stick to our plan at 4R. We want to take out these equal lows, and that's where we want to TP. I'm not going to do the entire analysis Diego has done, just because, yeah, you guys have already seen that. So I'm just showing you guys literally the entry, and the exit. But it will be sensible to be banking some profits right now, to be honest. So let's have a look. Yeah, I've got a little banner here. Take partial profits, guys. Always pay yourself. Pay the trader. Okay, but don't get greedy. If you feel greedy, bank profits. Yeah, amazing trade. It is an amazing trade. That's my business partner, Diego. That's the type of trader he catches these snipers all the time. So hats off to Diego. Well done on that one. So guys, if you're interested in the bank level trading community and you want to learn these type of strategies, you want to catch these sorts of sniper entries, high risk reward type of day trading, then go ahead and check out bank level trading on the City Traders Imperium website. There's actually a link in the description of this video. So if you guys are interested in going ahead and doing that, now is the best time, because we are going to increase prices. We're going to increase the price of the course on the 3rd of July. So make sure if you're interested in joining the BLT, do it before Sunday the 3rd of July. So there's still another today, tomorrow, about got another 5 days to join BLT before we put the prices up. So if you're thinking about joining a new community of traders, where you get live streams, you get live analysis, you get high probability setups, high probability points of interest, you get education, you get coaching, you get back testing from the entire community who's putting in the work. You'll see that everyone's posting all the back tests. There's winning trades, there's losing trades, and we review them in detail. You know, this is the kind of community that we've built. So if you're interested in being part of that, make sure you guys are are doing it before July the 3rd, before we put prices up. So yeah, those of you who banked some profits when I prompted you, well done. Otherwise, if you're still holding, that's fine. That is okay. Let me go ahead and check out the comments from this ECB forum. So Fed Powell said the job for policymakers is to bring price stability. Reversal of globalization could mean lower growth in place. Stagflation. US economy in strong shape. Really? You think so? Households are overall in a strong state, and the same true for businesses. I don't think the market responded well to that. Let's have a look at the open on on the S&P. How is not much movement on the S&P 500? What's the time? Or perhaps maybe we haven't market hasn't opened yet. Sure it has. Nasdaq. Okay, interesting. Let's go back to the euro. Here we go. TP1 about to get smashed. Bank of England Bailey says task is to return to low inflation. Oh, that means higher rates, guys. That means higher rates from the Bank of England. That is a clue right there for potential upside on the pound. Let's have a look at the pound. How is it reacting to the current comments? Not much reaction on the pound yen. Actually, wait, so this is a 1 minute. Yes, strong reaction from the pound yen since these comments have coming out from Bank of England's MPC member. New data suggests a slowdown may be much more imminent than previously thought. Descent on, see, all of these central bankers, they all have the same script. They're all reading from the same script. UK economic problems will continue or even accelerate and have a knock-on effects for domestic prices. There you go, guys. Higher inflation. Get ready for it. You should be well prepared for this. So what you're seeing now on food prices, energy prices, it's going up. It is going up, unfortunately. So middle class is getting crushed, absolutely crushed. So business beyond, like I said, go use the link in the description for bank level trading. If you're interested, you got all the information on that page. If you can't find the link on the YouTube video, go ahead and type in bank level trading, City Traders Imperium in Google, and you'll find that, right? Or smart money concepts, City Traders Imperium. You'll find it. To join the community, you need to purchase the course. First of all, hold on, guys. Let me just having a quick look at the euro here. Did we hit TP1 yet? TP1 has been hit, guys. 4R done and dusted. Done and dusted. Should be banking profit. You should have banked some profits now. So I'll be curious to know how much profits Diego banked here. Potentially could be about 50% of the position. So that has completely covered the risk. So no matter what happens, money's been banked. Well done, guys. Awesome. Good job, everyone. Good job. So if you want to be part of the actual community, the BLT community, where you got access to all the live streams and all the private Discord community, you need to join the membership, which is separate to the course. But you have to take the course to join the membership, right? So membership is currently priced at $50 a month. And if you join before the 3rd of July, you get 1 month, your first month for free. After the 3rd of July, we're taking away the 30-day trial. So make sure that you guys are joining before beforehand. Yeah, TP1 smashed. TP1 has been smashed. Right, any more comments here? Senior, no further comments in the last few minutes, in the last 10 minutes from this forum. But if we look at the DXY, where we can see that, yeah, whatever comments have been made, we had a very nice compression right below this SPY side liquidity, and now that's getting taken out. Let's have a quick look at indices. Yeah, indices are not really doing much, are they? Not really doing much. Looks like the market hasn't opened yet. Right, so now let's start zooming out for TP2. Just conscious of the time, guys. I do need to jump off at the top of the hour. So we probably have another 25 minutes, everyone. Okay, Euro is absolutely tanking. Okay, let's start. So TP2, we had TP2 down here. So TP2 was about 7 or 8R, but that looks like it's gonna get smashed as well during the live stream. Wow. Diego's back, yeah? Thumbs up. All right. Talk us through the trade. How are you managing this trade?
Yeah, so 80% is banked from the table, mainly because I felt this feeling of, not that I was 50-50, but I had this scenario here that, there's a chance this could happen and go long. So
you're not sharing your chart.
Oh. Share screen and boom. Yeah, there was a chance that this pattern drawn in yellow could go long. So I kind of just thought, let me reduce the risk and just be aggressive with my take profit, which is fine. I'm not really too bothered. I mean, 4R with half the risk is still pretty decent. I'm not complaining. And now this has a good chance of it going towards the main take profit, which is 9.3R. So, I mean, yeah, it's just a trade that I planned, stuck to the rules, taking profit, reduced the risk by 90%. And yeah, now it's on to the next. I'm just waiting to take some more profit further down.
Yeah. And this is the process, guys. So if you want to check out this process, make sure you rewind this video, go back to when Diego was breaking down this trade for you guys, yeah? And look how he was analyzing the probabilities of multiple scenarios and how, based on those probabilities, we used that to manage this trade. So there's an element of discretion, but there's also quite systematic. There's a process, right? Exactly. There's a process to this. We're not trying to be heroes here. We're not trying to catch 20R, 30R, 50R like you get all of these SMC gurus on YouTube, on Instagram. We're real traders doing real trading. We're not here to be heroes. We're here to make money. And we're not trying to be flashy. We're not trying to show off. We're trying to provide so much value for you guys and to educate all of you. And we're doing this literally using our own time here. So if you really value this this video and this trade and the education that you're getting, smash that like button right now, because this trade is absolutely phenomenal, but it's bread and butter for us. This is what we do on a daily basis.
Yeah, I mean, these trades come on a daily basis. Rodrigo's not kidding there. Like 5-10R on a daily basis. But at the same time, you need to, it's not, how can I explain it? We make it sound easy, but you need to put in so much work in terms of determining when is a good time to reduce the risk, when is a good time to go aggressive, what's a valid trade to avoid, what's a high probability trade to avoid. These are the aspects that we teach you with the BLT community. It's not just a strategy, you watch some videos and you're done. No, you need to really put in the work in. But before I go on to my next step, I'm just going to walk you guys through the full process over here. So when this happened here, so I got triggered in, which was expected out. I had the correct confluences, which was this pattern that we have here, which is fine. Cool. I got triggered in. The market then went into my favor. This was actually what we call the sniper of death. I mean, where there's no pip drawdown. It was literally just pinpoint. Now, as the market dropped, it then started to consolidate. I saw some bullish price action. That's what made me think, oh, okay. There is a chance. There is a small probability that price could do this. Because of the bullish price action here, it could complete this pattern, right? If that completes this pattern, and if the candlesticks around here are bullish, if you guys recall, I had this zone marked out, and that was going to determine the fact whether I take profit early, I close the trade, or I tighten stop, or I hold the trade. This was very, very important for me. There's a little zone here, because this was going to tell me whether this bullish momentum will continue going up, and just complete a boomerang here. And if price is up here and it's basically near this trend line, it's also going to very likely do a boomerang of this area. So I was really, really in the zone here, and I've been in the zone, for a while now. So this is really important. But what I liked is there was also ascending structure, meaning there's a chance it could drop. So if it dropped down here with some momentum, I had an alert that was going to tell me to basically reduce the risk. And if it closed strongly above that sort of flag, that was going to tell me whether to close the trade in profit, as in just come out one arm. I don't mind. And I was looking at that on the 15-second because the price action was a lot clearer. And then I think Rodrigo was speaking, and then I came out for a second, and then this happened. This was fine. This candlestick here was fine. I was still in the zone. I was updating the pattern as the 1 minute candle was updating. I saw this price action, that 1 minute candle. It didn't really bother me, even though the first 30 seconds of that candle, as you can see, look, on the 1 minute time frame, the first 30 seconds, it was strongly bullish, right? You can just see the way it just moved, like strongly bullish, but I felt nothing because the candle needs to close, right? It needs to close. And then obviously the next candle, wait, hold on. The next candlestick, what's happened? Boom. After it wicked, that's when I thought, it's still not in the clear. So my trade is still, it's still up here. And then eventually this bearish candlestick came, and that gave me more confidence. So I was still holding it. And then, after this bearish candlestick here, that's when I basically just tightened a stop loss. Actually, I think the stop loss was already tightened, but that's when it more or less confirmed that, I'm going to just hold a trade. And then I went outside to pick up the food delivery, and then I just came back, and my first take profit was hit as expected. The first TP, which was, I decided to bank 80% at 4R. Literally, that was within, like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, literally half an hour, more or less, 4R. And now I'm expecting the remaining to be closed on that trade. And this is good news as well. Look, there's more equal lows. So this is just giving me extra conviction to just hold the trade, right? And I'm also already preparing in advance that there could be a pullback towards maybe here. I'm already prepared for that. There could just be another pattern here. So I'm already preparing for that, right? So for a pullback. So if I see some of my profit get wiped out just because it's pulling back, I'm prepared mentally in advance for that. So I don't care if it does. And I've already banked some profit. The risk is basically on break even. I'm good. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's just following the rules.
Just quickly, there's been a move lower on indices. Yeah. So it's reacting off the point of interest. So just this is the point of interest that I mapped out earlier.
Oh, nice. Look at that, to the T.
Yeah.
Playing ping pong with the markets. Lovely.
Yeah, but I still want to see let's have a look at it in a little bit more detail. So this is the on the M1. So yeah, it's reacted off the level that I anticipate a bounce from. And very nice. Let's see if we get a move higher. So obviously the market has completely taken the news, or I guess the comments from the ECB forum quite from a risk off perspective, and it's and yeah, by all means, it is very risk off, those comments, because they're basically saying slowing growth, higher prices. So slowing growth, higher inflation equals stagflation equals recession. So get ready, guys. On a serious note, we're in very very difficult times. So if you're middle class, just make sure that you're that you got a plan, that you're planning things ahead, you're tightening your expenses as much as possible. This is not the time to be splashing out on unnecessary things that you want. Focus on what you need, and double down on your trading, because trading is going to give you so much freedom during these periods of trading is going to give you so much freedom during difficult periods, especially periods where it's hard to potentially get a job. During recession times, that's the time to be building. That's the time that you need to be ready to take advantage of different opportunities. So you should already be on point with your trading. You should have used all of these lockdowns to be back testing, and to be improving your trading. And that's the goal at the end of the day. It shouldn't be about making money with trading. It should be about improving yourself every single day. And that's what we teach at this is what we coach bank level traders. It's about making those improvements. In fact, we've got a webinar coming up very soon focusing on psychology. So if you guys are interested in improving your trading psychology, and you want and the way I'm going to do it is using the bank level, the BLT strategy, on how to actually use it to improve your psychology, right? How to actually create a process in your daily routines in order to improve your psychology. So these are the topics that I'll be discussing, and actual practical tips that you can do. So if you're interested in that, then make sure that you join the bank level traders this week, because I'll be probably doing that webinar at some point in the next 2 weeks. So make sure that you join before the July 3rd, before the price increase.
A business beyond. Thank you, Rod. Guys, whenever Rodrigo does a psychology session, you need to attend. Even I attend to get some nuggets and gems from Rod. I always learn a little trick or two from Rodrigo's psychology background. So definitely worth the attendance. Business beyond. Do you guys give trades ideas in the community? Yep, every day we give trade ideas all the time, all the time. Yeah, we might as well just do a bit of a Q&A, have a bit of fun, because all the markets are more or less done. I mean, I'm sort of done trading for the day, to be honest.
Yeah, let's have a quick look at your euro.
Yeah, it's just there.
It's just there. It's just there floating around 6R.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, spot on 6R. But I'm just gonna wait for it's done. I mean, it feels like the trade is done because I've banked 80% at 4R. So now it's just a matter of time whether it hits take profit or if it does something crazy and takes me out at break even, but it doesn't really matter.
Would you say there might be a potential long?
When take profit hits, definitely. Look, we've got 1, 2, and the boomerang from around here, and we've got the equal lows. So there is a chance for a long, definitely a chance for a long. But we need to wait for something like this, but on the flip side. then confirmation, and then we can long it, right? So just have to. It's just a waiting game now, to be
Yeah,
honest.
we need a confluence with DXY as well, which
Yeah,
it's not looking likely, to be honest. DXY is looking very bullish.
yeah. I mean, even euro, if this completely melts, I mean, this is gonna hit my take profit. Now I'm thinking, oh look, I just got an alert saying DXY weakness, meaning it's at the point of interest, or it's coming up to the point of interest for a potential boomerang. So I'll be looking at price action around here for a boomerang. You can
Okay.
see already there's some nice little banker blocks there as well. Meaning I'm still holding the trade. I mean, this is probably gonna probably should hit take profit. We'll see.
So we've got a few comments and questions. So Beyond is asking, do we have a Discord channel with the community? Yes. So you
Yep.
need to join the City Traders Imperium Discord server. And that's where we actually have the BLT community within that server. So to join the CTI Discord server is really easy. Just head over to the CTI website and you'll see you can join the Discord community by clicking on one of the links on the homepage. On any page, you can actually get invited. You can click to register for the Discord channel. You just put your name and email, and then you'll be redirected to Discord. Got another question here from EP. How many trades a week do you average with this strategy?
There's one or two, sometimes even 3 trades a day. But myself and Rod were very selective with our trades. We know when is a good time to take one of those trades. We'll probably take 2 to 4 a week, but they're normally high probability trades. So there's a lot of them. You can trade literally. There's 3 trades a day, maybe even 4 trades a day per market. Like there's so many opportunities.
So Fred's asking, what time do we actually eat? You know what? Days like this, I haven't had breakfast. I haven't had lunch. I'm literally on coffee and MCT oil. That's what's fueling me right now.
Yeah, same here. I'm just saying with Rod. I don't have breakfast and I don't have lunch as well. I have just 1 meal a day. No, 1 meal before dinner. I eat around 1/2 p.m. But obviously I've had no time to eat because of the trade. But it's normally around 1 2 p.m. where I eat, and then I have dinner around 7 p.m. and that's it. You don't
Are
don't
you
need to
feeling
eat.
hungry at the moment?
Pardon?
Are you feeling hungry right now?
No, 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 no. Just the exercise that I did with the food delivery and bringing it upstairs, it just woke me up. It's a
Yeah,
heavy delivery.
yeah. I'm not. I'm still buzzing off this caffeine and MCT oil.
I
Does
can
wonders.
see.
Yeah.
When Rodrigo's talking and he's moving sideways, he's buzzing. Here we go. Come to daddy.
Let's see if there's any more comments from the ECB. Shock from Brexit probably added 3% to food prices in the UK. GPP weakness does not tend to increase UK exports. It looks like there is more to come on inflation and from higher import prices being passed on.
Yeah.
The Dingra, the NPC member, she is uncertain whether quantitative tightening will reduce inflation. Wow, UK is going to get hit. UK is getting hit hard.
Yeah.
So everything that we're seeing in the US is going to happen in the UK. So those in the UK, just make sure you have a plan. Have a plan. That's all I can say right now is have a plan. So where are we at with the likes, guys? Where are we at? We've got 52 likes. Come on, guys. We're about to hit TP2. Where are all our likes? Where you guys need to be showing us some more love.
How much likes have we got?
We got 52, but
Well,
we've been hitting 100, over 100 likes consistently. So don't know what's going on with you guys. We're pouring our heart out to you guys, all the knowledge, and we're on 52 likes. Come on, show us some love. Pouring all this knowledge out.
literally.
It's all love, guys. We love what we do. We don't do this for the likes. We love what we do. So it actually makes us better traders. It makes us more accountable. So this is why we're willing to put ourselves publicly, put our reputation on the line, because part of our values and principles is transparency, is trust, to build trust with you, because that's how we build relationships, that's how we build long-term partnerships, and that's what we're all about: giving value, providing education, building transparency and trust. And during these live streams, we've taken a few wins. We've probably taken more losses than wins, but the winners have been they've made up a lot more than the losses, and that's the real fact. That's the fact of trading. You're more likely to with this type of trading. You're more likely to lose more trades. But lately, Diego's been smashing what's like 70% win rate the last 2 weeks.
I lost count, but I'm killing it.
Yeah, Diego's absolutely smashing it right now.
It won't last, but just making the most of it.
Yeah, you're in flow. You're in that momentum state, so yeah, keep it up. Let's have a. I'm just gonna have a quick look at crypto, because let me know in the chat. Is anyone trading or investing in crypto? Let me know in the chat.
Yeah.
Perhaps maybe
You
we
got
can
some
have.
questions? AP, how long have you been trading, and how long have you traded the BOT? So I've been trading since 2014, around 8, 9 years, and the BOT we've been trading that for around, was it 3 years, Rod? Something like that. Around 3 years. 1, 2,
20
3.
was it 2018, 2019?
Yeah, around 2018, 2019. So we're in 2022. So around, three and a half, maybe 4 years at that hedge fund. So yeah, and that's when we sort of started smashing it and just killing it, to be honest. EP, what's the usual win rate? It really, that's a good question. The usual win rate, it really depends on how much effort you put into it. The BOT doesn't have a very concrete set of win rate, but if you do the basics, when I say basic, I mean if you watch all the live streams in the BOT community, if you study Discord, if you backtest, if you simulate, then you should have a win rate no less than 40-50%. But if you obviously put more effort into it, then the win rate, it can vary honestly from 50% to 80%. It varies. It really varies. Right now, my win rate is literally around 80% for the last 2 weeks, maybe more. But 2 weeks before that, my win rate was around 50% or 40%. But it doesn't matter because I was still in profit. It's about the risk reward. It's never about the win rate. You can have a 20% win rate for 3 months and be smashing it because of these risk rewards.
D, is that TP2 hit?
Yeah, I need to check my wait. Nah, it hasn't really hit. It's missed it by a bit.
Maybe these algos are front running the TP.
Potentially, yeah. But it's still
Nah, yeah, that's gonna hit TP.
it should hit TP, yeah.
Yeah.
There was another question.
It was about what were we doing before trading?
Oh, okay.
What did we both do before trading, and how did you discover what you wanted to do? That's a good question. That's from Mark Crosby.
Yeah. Before trading, what was I doing? I was doing media and animation at university when I was around 20, 223 or something like that. And just when I finished the degree, when obviously I was going to get into the media and animation film industry, but that's when I realized, oof, I mean, it's going to take a lot of work to have that financial freedom, and I'm not passionate about it. So when one of my close friends got into trading, she just told me about this course she did. So I had done that course. Long story short, it was a crap course. I lost money. Everyone lost money. And since then, I've just been, just studying, backtesting, landing jobs in prop firms, hedge funds with Rodrigo as well. And now we're here. So, yeah.
Yeah, guys, we've actually done interviews with Cam on his podcast, on the Trading Up podcast. If you want to learn about our story in more detail, then just go ahead and check out those interviews. We go into detail into our story. So hopefully that inspires a lot of you guys that have similar upbringings or similar situations than us.
Yeah, that will cover everything in more detail, definitely. There we go. So it's really slowing down now, isn't it?
Yeah. Let's wrap up the session. D, you can go ahead and start manage that on your end. I'm gonna have to. I've got another meeting to jump into in the next few minutes. So I just want to prepare myself for that. So everyone, thank you very much for joining, and really appreciate all the kind support, all those likes, all those good comments. Everyone from around the world. We had traders from Africa, from the Caribbean, from the UK, from the US. Amazing to see. And for those interested in bank level trading, make sure that you join before the price increase. We're raising prices on Sunday, the 3rd of July. So you've got about 5 days to make a decision if you want to invest in yourself and you want to join the fastest growing community where we're catching these trades on a daily basis. So on that note, guys, that's it from me. Thank you very much, Diego. Smashing trade, well done. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you, Rod. What Rodrigo said, just copy and paste what he said. So yeah,
copy and paste. All right, guys. Take care.
Yeah, let's wrap things up. Have a good day, everyone. Trade safe. Bye. Salam, bro.
Walaikum salam.